Welcome to the IkeTagon.
What's up, everybody? It's a Friday edition of IkeTagon, so you know that means I'm going to drift from fight talk, no food, no quarantine talk. We're going to talk a little something called media or cinema or film or movies, and we're being joined by an actor and a friend and a really fun person to party with. Not only my boy, my brother, David, at DCSF__, which should just be one underscore. I don't know who has the first one. And then at Mike is present, who is the world famous actor, joining us not live from the Irishman set, but from his apartment in Chicago. Mike, David, what's up, boys?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Doing good. What are you guys up to? I mean, we're talking about some dieting tips, and the quarantine's kind of forced us to take these tips serious. One of us is eating more. One of us is cutting down for Dallas Buyers Club 2. But what have you guys been filling your time with?
Carbs.
What about you, Mike? I remember when I met you, man, you said you wrestled in high school, if I remember correctly. You're pretty Jack Diesel, beefy, brolic dude. You seem a little slimmed down, but take us through your diet and some of your nutritional habits lately.
I definitely toned it down. When I was living in New York, I was just walking to every ice cream shop I could find. Or if I saw something on Instagram, I would honestly just be like, I'm going to find that right now. It's like something to do.
That's amazing.
And like desserts were affordable compared to like going somewhere and getting a whole dinner. So kind of just end up going that route. But
Amazing,
since coming back to Chicago, it's like a little bit less options. There's good options, but it's not the same as New York. So it kind of just like, it was like, all right, well, we got the summer to be on the boat and stuff. Like, how do I tone down? So I just started eating healthier, I guess. But you only got like 3 months of summer here. So you got to make sure you look good during those 3 months. And you got 9 months to do whatever you want.
Dude, in Chicago, it's literally probably like less than 12 weeks. Like, have you been through the winters out there? If for those of you that don't know, Mike is he's been in the parts of Florida, New York, and now Chicago, man. How's the summers? You gotta enjoy it, right?
It's the whole reason people live here. Like, someone texted me the other day that they're coming back from their quarantine. And they're like, man, like, if Chicago shut down, like, why am I even coming back? Like, May to October, it's kind of the only time to do stuff that's like fun. That's why people live here. Like, specifically like July, August, September is just so nice here. So hopefully they get some stuff open back up. But yeah, like winters are rough, but you get through it so you can do the summer, and it's honestly worth it. So
You definitely are enjoying life, man. Obviously, everybody's enjoyment's kind of on hold right now with the situation, but let's talk food, man. When this time passes, and David, feel free to jump in. What do you guys want to consume, drink-wise, beer-wise, a mixed drink? If there's a specific speakeasy bar or German bar, beer house that you want to get to, or a specific burger, pizza, what are you guys craving food-wise or beverage-wise?
Shit, I want to get back to New York. Chicken parm, bagels. Been waiting to get some Cuban food. Craving that.
dude, bagels are huge there. We don't have the same here in New York. I don't know, dude. I love pizza, obviously, and cheeseburgers. This is a little plug. I don't know if you know about this. I have like a low-key food Instagram. It's just Wild Heavy at WILDHEAVY, and put some stuff there from time to time. And I don't know, fried chicken sandwiches are big favorite. They're always good. Like, even bad ones are like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Now, I know David went to Nashville a couple of years ago. David, did you get to enjoy some of the local fried chicken? Did you get to enjoy? Because when I went a couple of years for Bonnaroo, dude, I had spicy chicken with mayo just squirting all over in the middle of, June. And it's like 95 degrees there. So spicy chicken, it's got to be good if I'm going to have it in June in Nashville. David, did you try anything like chicken-wise?
Yeah, you're getting the meat sweats.
The meat sweats.
I think I had pulled pork every single meal. Pulled pork and mac and cheese.
Dude,
Shit was so good, I kept going back to it.
that's a combo. If you find something that's good, you guys
I'm
keep
drooling.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's your guys' favorite like greasy food, like pulled pork or fried chicken, or what else is greasy? I guess a greasy burger with some bacon dripping off the side. Come on, the guys, I've cut 12 pounds since the start of this quarantine. So
cheeseburgers.
Yes.
New York has my last 2 weeks there. Work was like, hey, we're not gonna, like, you don't have to turn your stuff in. We're still gonna pay you for your last 2 weeks, but you can't be working because you're kind of going to a rival. And I was like, this is the best deal of all time. Like, what am I gonna do with these 2 weeks though? So I did a burger challenge, and not really a challenge, like a quest. I went to like 15 burger spots in the last like 18 days.
Did you put this all on the Wild Heavy Instagram?
I like slowly put it on there. This was like 2 years ago, so I like find old photos, and it's like on Snapchat, it's kind of grainy, so not all the good photos kind of made it. Which isn't, people want to see the good photos. That's kind of what draws people in. So I haven't posted everything, but I have like my notes of like what was good. And New York's low key probably the best place to find cheeseburgers like in the world.
Okay. Can you also dispel some rumors about the pizza, New York style versus Chicago, man? Because I'm sure you've had your fair share of it.
Pizza's great here, but if you're looking for your slice of pizza, like, you're gonna go to New York,
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. And Chicago is also known for films, and this is one of the main reasons why I want to talk to you, not only because you're a cool guy, but because I'm here to tell you need to fucking eat more and gain some. No, I'm just kidding. Those who don't know, man, at Mike is present. Mike was in The Irishman as an extra, man. You look so cool with your glasses. Do you even need glasses, man? Like, were those fake or there's prescription? Yeah, these are real, man. I really can't see.
Those were fake. So like I was on the set, and they're like walking by, kind of see if anyone need last minute like accessories. This lady walks by, and she's like looks away, and she like puts these things on me. Like, puts these on, and she's like, "That's perfect." And so she kept them on, and I was like, "Cool." So now I have the glasses on. That's how the glasses story came to be. Those aren't actually them, but they look like them.
I was like, on call, man. That's pretty impressive.
Cool.
You're like,
no, those are my blue blockers because I'm stuck in front of the computer all day. But just put them on. Didn't get to keep them. I could have. Usually, like, you give your ID, and that's the way, like, they kind of have a collateral for anything you borrow. But since I got them on set, I didn't have anything on me, so it's kind of like an honor system. So when I leave, I wait in line, I hand it back, and she's like, "Okay, where's your ID? What's your name?" I go, "Oh no, I didn't have one." She goes, "Well, wow, thank you for being honest and giving back stuff." I was
like, my trailer's like back there. Like, what are you doing after today? I'm just kidding. That's not how Hollywood works. But dude, how was it being on set with like the elite of the elite? Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, that ginger head kid that's in like a lot of stuff lately. But
yeah, I forget his name. I know you're talking about though.
How was it being on set with them, man? Did you like walk out like with a newfound confidence, or you like? You're harder to get a hold of now, dude. It took me like 20 messages to get your attention now. I need an agent to go through to get you now. Okay, Mike.
David's my agent. You gotta go through David.
Yeah, we booked the time slot.
What?
We booked this time slot.
You got me. The story behind. I mean, I was certainly a nobody out there. I think we all know that. But the coolest story is I used to live like at Broom and Orchard in Lower East Side. And I was like walking to work one day, and they were setting up, like, my favorite bench was gone. I was like, "What's happening?" They gave me to my store, my bench, that's where I go. And there's all these fake storefronts up. And it's like, what is happening? And I look, and I see a lanyard, and it says The Irishman. So I get on my phone, and I Google what that means. I'm like, oh, like, damn, this is a movie. It has Scorsese, like Pacino, De Niro, Romano, like all these guys. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, Ray Romano.
So I look online, I was like, where's the casting for this? Like, what's going on? Like, I live right above here. If they need help, I can just come downstairs and be in it. And so I messaged them, and they actually don't respond to me. When my roommate applied, and he's like, at the time, he's like a 6'4", like college football player guy, like good looking dude. And he gets a text back. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm getting shafted on this. I get it. And they asked me to send a selfie, like with his haircut and everything, and he sends it. And a couple of days later, like, you know what? We don't need you anymore. Like, after looking at it, like, he's like, what do you mean? Like, this is the same photo that I seen before. They're like, yeah, I just don't really look the part that we need. We didn't think. And that kind of crushes dreams. I was like, kind of like low key, like, at that point I finally gave in. I was like, man, that kind of sucks. I want somebody to be in it. And then I get a response like 2 days later. It was like, hey, can you send all this information? Can you be at fitting in Queens next week and do filming the week after? We'll tell you where if you make it. I'm like, okay. It's like, damn, maybe I get in it. So I go to Queens, I do this fitting, and the guy comes out, the hair makeup guy who chooses your fate. And I walk in there and he takes my hand and like spins me around. He's like looking, he goes, this will do. And I was like, I've never felt so
Spins you around.
yeah. I've never felt more like accepted in my entire life. And at that moment, I was like, nice. So I go
That's
and
the
get
quote
fitted.
I'm gonna use for this thing.
I go and get fitted. And then the next week we do filming. It was actually at, Peter Luger
Yeah,
Steakhouse in
of
Brooklyn,
course.
Williamsburg, right by you guys. Right across the street was that Bank of Williamsburg, that old bank that's kind of lit up at night when you go on the highway over to the bridge. Next time you go by, look at
It
it.
kind
That's
of looks like a political building. It's got like the long columns.
yeah, it's like it's like a bank, political. Like you don't really know quite what it is, but yeah, that's what the filming was. And so just showed up that morning, and they like did the hair and makeup, all that stuff, got you fitted, dressed, and you're there for like 13 hours. It's quite an experience. It's pretty cool.
Besides being treated like a beautiful doll, which you are, again, at Mike is present on Instagram, man. What'd you take away from that day of filming?
That it's like a lot. What I always see now when I see movies is how many shots go into each scene. Like they got to film from every angle the same scene. That's why there's not cameras like in the background of everything, because from this angle they have to do it, and then they stop and go over. So they just do everything a ton of times. And now, like when I watch
Unless you're
the movie,
Zack Snyder and you just shoot things one time and you say, "Oh, that's a wrap, boys."
one take. So like I think from that, also like the industry is pretty interesting. Like there's guys in there that are being extras that are professional background actors, they like to be called, and I see them with like bags and they're filling up food from the the catering, and like to go home. And I kind of get it. I'm like, damn, I wish I brought a bag. I'm not I didn't think ahead. But then also it's like, at least like getting like, this isn't my real job. Like no one really wanted to talk to me. Like they'd talk like, oh, this probably you probably done plenty of times. I was like, no, actually, this is kind of in between jobs. I'm moving like next week. And they stopped talking to me because they knew I didn't like really like wasn't fully committed to doing this all the time. It's like, I mean, I can't afford to live based on like whatever. It was like minimum wage like type deal. So
Get in the union, man. I heard unions like double the pay for just being on set for one day. It could be like anywhere from 300 doubling up to like 600,
But they got an
700.
extra actors union.
it's like what SAG or SAG-AFTRA.
Yep,
Oh,
yep, exactly.
It's like it's essentially that, right? Like you get paid more, but you have to qualify and do all the stuff for it. And
Dude, I did the
look
first step
into
of
it.
just going into the office. I forget the agency. It was for The Deuce with James Franco show on HBO. And it was like they make you jump through hoops and they want to see who has the energy, who keeps their cool, and if you can conversate and stuff. I never followed up on it, but it's a very interesting process, man. It's amazing that you actually were on set, man, with Al Pacino. Like I would probably
Right
freaked
there.
out and try to do an
Sebastian
impression.
Maniscalco. I got
Oh
lucky.
yeah.
I got lucky. They, there's in a court scene. It was a court scene like around like an hour and a half, like 40 minutes in or so. But like it's a court scene, and they always have like the gallery. There's all the people watching. There's the press. There's tons of people in there, and it's like, where are they gonna place me? And I luckily just got placed in the row of 12 behind like Jack Houston, who's an actor, and some other actors. So like the camera luckily was on me in a spot where you could see me. Otherwise, I'd be pausing and telling people like I'm right there, and no one would believe me. But at least like I was there. So
What's
really
next for you? What's with any new projects? Do you have like an agent in there? I know your friend who you stole his job from doesn't speak to anymore, but what do you have now?
he's a buddy. My boss now, like, it's funny because like I'm just like a CPA consultant, and like they all love the story, and they know that they do like Chicago Fire and stuff here, and there's like some stuff being filmed here quite often. So he's never said just go do it, but he's like, forever if they ever need you, like I believe that they would just let me like kind of like obviously take a day of PTO, wouldn't get paid for it, but like they wouldn't be against me like going out there and doing something. So
That's awesome, man. speak it and achieve it. You know, it's not, you're not hiding it from your boss. It's like you're not walking in there with fake glasses and he's like, where were you? Or
Right.
you go to the eye doctor? He's like, no, I was on set with fucking Al Pacino, motherfucker. But and I kid about you stealing the job from your friend. You did. It's a similar situation. If there's a girl at a bar who she wasn't feeling your friend, you only did the proper steps by picking her up. It's somehow you did the commendable thing, man, and I appreciate that. But David, for you, what's your favorite Martin Scorsese film?
Uh, I don't know. It has to be up there with The Departed. Goodfellas is obviously one of his best. We just recently watched Casino.
I was gonna say.
And Irishman, I mean, it's great, but it's a lot of his older work spread out across basically 3 long movies. Like you could break it down into 3 sittings. It's
I
a
think
lot.
it was tough too because he did as much as he could with the actors in their age. I think everybody's close to their 70s with Pacino, Pesci, and De Niro, but they did the CGI, the face capture changing technology, and I think they did as good as they could. Maybe in a different time, if they didn't jump so many time periods, maybe it'd be tighter. But for me, favorite Martin Scorsese film, probably Shutter Island, Departed. I'm a new school guy, man. I need HD. I can't go pre 95.
I'm kind of with you on that. I mean, I definitely love the classics for sure, but Departed, I mean, no one's gonna argue with that one.
And I almost forgot. Wolf of Wall Street, probably one of his most quotable movies,
For sure.
besides The Departed.
There you go. And Mike, real quick, I know you got to go. We're holding you past your time, and your agent's buzzing my phone. I know he's busy. He's got to go. But
I got some time. I want to hear from David. You got any questions for David?
David, what are your thoughts on a film that Scorsese was connected to and that is very similar to A King of Comedy and Taxi Driver in Todd Phillips' 2019 Oscar winner, The Joker? What are your thoughts on that film? Because I wanna get you guys' thoughts on it.
Well, I hate going in with expectations of a movie, and obviously I saw it later. There was crazy reviews about it. I didn't think it was ever going to live up to the Heath Ledger Joker.
True.
And I went in a little messed up, not fully sober. To be honest, I was a little freaked out. You get that weird feeling when you're in there, and with all the crazy people out there, I was looking at the exits and waiting for the movie to end quickly. And even leaving it, you feel weird. You need to take a shower. You just feel very weird after the movie, but it was great.
Wow. I needed to take a shower after the movie. You guys are just killing it with the quotes, man. I could just. What are your thoughts on it, Mike?
So I still haven't seen the new Joker. I know.
Is that like a hipster acting wave? It's like if it won an Oscar, I just have to wait another year for it to come out. I'll wait for Halloween 2020 to see it. Come on, man. Why haven't seen it? It's on HBO now. There is no excuse. It is on HBO.
Now that it's back, now I can watch it at home. Big of it is I just don't really go to theaters that often. I did make an exception for The Irishman because I had to know if I made the cut after waiting a year and a half for production. But other than that, I don't know, I just don't really go into theaters that often. Like I'll go like 3 or 4 times a year. But I really want to see the Joker and it's on. I just got to try to find time to sit down and like be present and like watch it.
Well, usually Mike is present for the movies. Again, catch him in The Irishman. And on Instagram, Mike is present. And David at DCSF. I'm getting better at this promotional and plugging stuff. But David, besides First Take of Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman screaming at each other, we just talked about this on a phone call, how I've never seen 2 people who are so rich but hate each other work together so well. What else you tuning into at the Cabin Day Rex?
I don't know. I'm a sucker for sports. I'm still the idiot that's
There is no
watching
sports.
Sports Center and reruns of all these NFL games, golf matches, UFC fights, all of it.
Yeah, dude, it's been tough. I played golf this past week, which was nice, but it's still not exciting. Like they took down the rims here. So there's a park out here, but they took down the rims so no one can shoot the basketball. Like, do you have any way to play sports where you are?
No,
Golf.
I think David. Yeah, David's been killing it at golf. He's been shooting pretty well, according to the ESPN news alert. David is shooting.
Well, this actually has allowed me
86.
to play more than ever. You know, you're working from home, you sneak out or whatever.
You're in golf shape too. Like I see you prepping your golf shape during the interview.
Exactly.
That's
My
impressive.
liver is ready for golf.
Just reps, just the reps. Mike, what do you shoot normally?
You don't want to know what I'm shooting. My golf club's been at home in Florida, so like that was the first time I played a full like 18.
That bad, huh? That bad. You just left it. It's like an ex. You just left it in the past.
Yeah. But I'm actually trying to. It was nice because there wasn't many people in the course this past week. So like there's like less pressure to kind of go through. You kind of could take your time, and it was nice. So like I had a good experience. Not that I played extremely well, but I've only lost like 3 balls the entire course, which to me that's like, all right, no matter what I shoot, if I can keep most of my balls, like that'll feel good about myself, you know.
Wow, girls and golf courses, they'll take your balls, man.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. That's impressive. David's been out there killing it. It's funny that you bring up like I've been taking my time and not feeling rushed. It's like golf is supposed to be like the most chill game. It's like a 4 to 6 hour time slot of your day, and yet if somebody's rearing behind you with their golf cart, you're like you feel rushed in your backstroke. So I'm getting better at it. I feel maybe when I'm 40 or 50 years old, golf will be for me. But David's killing it. You're killing it. You guys?
Yeah,
feel
when I
that?
play with Ike, I'm really just the mental coach. I'm like, swing easy, deep breath.
I
Don't
can't
throw
play
the
with
club.
anybody.
I get that Zen vibe from you right now. It's the cabin life. It's the golf course green.
Free from all responsibilities. Haven't seen my kids in 2 months, but it's great.
No, Daddy's coming home. Yeah, David, they've been they've been asking where you are. Told them you're doing a 3rd tour. Like again, got sent away. Oh man, Mike, did you get to see back to the movies? Did you get to see Adam Sandler's movie? It just came out on Netflix, so you can watch it from the comfort of your couch. Uncut Gems.
Yeah, saw that one.
Woo! What are your thoughts, man? Don't spoil it. David hasn't seen it yet. I don't know what the fuck. He's Jewish, and it's Adam Sandler, and it was
New
Oscar
York.
nominated, and you haven't seen it. What's going on?
New
man?
York and sports. Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it is sports, dude. Kevin Garnett killed it. David, he's in the movie more than you think. The trailer doesn't.
I'll be honest. I was so wrong by the trailer. I saw the trailer. I'm like, this movie's gonna be terrible. And this was before all the Oscar buzz, and I'm like, wait, I still can't believe it, but I gotta.
Oh, he's gonna be the father that. Don't worry, he's coming home. He's gonna be the father that tells his kids like, yeah, he's like, man, this kid's not gonna be good at anything, and then the kid gets a scholarship, and he's like, oh.
I always believed in you.
I always believed in you. Never doubted you. But Mike, what are your thoughts on the Adam Sandler film Uncut Gems?
It was good. It was kind of like anxiety, like it just kept building the whole time, and like it was just that was hard for me. Like I thought at some point you get a break, but it just kept building. Just kept building. I don't want to give anything away, but it just keeps building. Yeah.
Dude, the anxiety was perfect, man. I just tweeted like the most anxious movies that I've participated in is The Joker, which you haven't seen. Damn it, it's on HBO. Inglourious Bastards, some of those dialogue scenes back and forth. Triple Frontier, Shutter Island, Jaws. Like you nailed it with the anxiety and the tension, man. And I thank God I don't have an addictive gambling personality. I gambled in high school and I stopped now, which doesn't make sense with lunch money. And to see the gamble unfold in like a long form, and that's not just, oh, I gambled and I lost. Like he's living and breathing with the gamble, dude. That I thought that was exhilarating.
Yeah, that's the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about gambling, you seen the Last Dance, right?
No, I don't think so.
The Jordan
Oh,
documentary?
yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
I was like, damn,
I
dude.
I was like, yo, Mike, I'm out.
He's gonna see it next year. He's gonna see it next year.
Like Julia Stiles or something. One of those old movies. Like, is that Saved?
No, I'm
Saved
not.
Last Dance? No, yeah, I've seen The Last Dance. Yeah, for sure. I think so good. I'm in Chicago. It's the only thing we have right now.
That's the only thing anybody has right now.
True.
Those ratings were like Super Bowl ratings. The whole
Insane.
series was great.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he's right. Julia Stiles saved The Last Dance.
For like I didn't see that. I just thought that's what you're talking about. I'm like,
Bullshit, man. I've even seen that. Don't bullshit me,
was there
man.
gambling involved in that, or they gambling on dancing?
No, it's about an interracial relationship that people shun, and she's trying to get her dance opportunity, and he prompts her up, and she comes through in the end. Saved The Last Dance. Imagine Jordan at the end. He ties it in together. Oh man, what I got out of that was how much of a winner he was. Like his confidence, and his just winning mentality. I think people underestimate somebody who is now living where you used to in Florida, who has that crazy type of ego winning mentality. Tom Brady, man. Do you think that Brady or Belichick is going to be laughing at the end of the 2020/2021 football season? Like talking about ego, you don't really have to be a hardcore sports fan to understand that, but Tom Brady, if you don't know him, get out of this interview. But what are your thoughts on Tom Brady versus Bill Belichick, man? In terms of like an ego thing, that story that we can live in the moment with, because that's going to unfold in front of our eyes this fall.
I don't think either's me laughing too hard, right? I think they both kind of did real well together. I don't know, David. Like, what do you think?
I think Brady has a lot to prove, especially after the golf match this weekend.
That's true.
He was shit in the freaking bed.
Yeah.
And
The one nice shot.
Yeah, that one nice shot when Charles Barkley was talking all that shit.
It's beautiful.
But I don't know. The Patriots are depleted, no weapons, and Brady's sitting in the driver's seat with all the weapons he has.
Yeah, I will say you're right. Like Tom does have, I think he has a better chance. Well, it's not like I don't know if he's really going to win a Super Bowl. Like I'm also from the East Coast of Florida, and I've never been a Tampa fan. And like I like Tom Brady. I like the team they have now and whatever, but I don't want them to win the Super Bowl. So
Is that the
I'm
Dolphins?
a
or
Jets
the
fan, so I
Jaguars?
freaking hate Tom Brady.
Oh, we're thankful he's out of the division.
Yeah.
yeah, now like the Dolphins and the Jets, we can play some football again. You know?
We can win 4 games now without Brady. We have no one to blame.
There's no one to blame.
Josh Allen, that's a new target.
It is. I think he's good. Bills are good.
Last thing I want to end on is I hope you guys have a positive take. Do you think there's going to be a window in late June, July, August, September, maybe early October that we get back to some normalcy with restaurants, bars, and sporting events and music events? Do you think we're going to get to enjoy the things that we cherish so much and we hold near and dear to our hearts? Do you think there'll be a window for that? Or we're going to be stuck in quarantine?
I mean, I think
Come on, Mike, give me something.
It's gonna be tough. Like I really miss like in summer here, back to summer Chicago, like Wrigley Field. That's so much fun to do. I just don't see, and like I love going to music events. I love going to concerts. I don't see like there a way this summer that we're all going to be together doing it. But I am hopeful that there's going to be stuff without sports. Like the soccer teams over in Europe are playing, and at least give us something to watch on TV, so like we can go with our friends. So like, it's how many times we go to Jets games, right? There's not that many anyways, or basketball games. It's not like we're really going to a ton. Most of the time we're watching them with our friends. So like if we could at least have that back, that'd be something.
That's a good point. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm a positive person, and that's all I want is some sports to watch. That's what's making this thing even harder. There's no distraction.
There's no distractions. Yeah, like I saw some people like it was I don't know how long it lasted, but they put like the simulations on their EA Sports games, and they bet on who the winner would be.
People are betting on the weather.
The weather, yeah.
Yeah, David, spoiler alert, Uncut Gems is about him gambling on EA games.
Oh, don't get me started with that.
Imagine that. He's like, come on, you fuck face, I need you. And it's like a video game. Oh, man. Yeah, hopefully are you guys big into, I stay in my own lane in terms of news. Are you guys hearing that the NBA or MLB is going to come back? They're going to double headers maybe every day or something just to like speed up the process. You guys hearing anything?
It's all about money. The owners don't want to give up a stake. Players don't want to give up a stake. So
that's baseball, right?
Well, baseball, yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I'm okay.
I mean, you've been watching ESPN nonstop. Like I think like in basketball, say that like they're gonna try to do something where they can do a bubble. I saw that today.
Yeah, in Disney and just go. I mean, I could quote ESPN. I've been watching this shit 24 hours a day. But doing
like,
Disney,
that Sports Center Acre's not wearing makeup today.
Yeah, but the baseball's a mess because players don't want to give up their salary.
Yeah, the UFC that seemed to work.
Yeah, Dana White's very proud that he's like the person to crack through, and he's in Trump's pocket and vice versa. Dana spoke at Trump's RNC, and believe me, I have no favoritism with politics, but Dana White's very proud that he's the first American sports league or promotion to kick it off again.
It's a way less hurdles for them, you know. There's less people involved. it's just a little easier. But I'm glad they did it. And
Yeah.
there's some fights the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and at least in that sport, they're not on top of each other. Like they're not even close to each other. So it's like perfect for
Yeah, the social distancing.
David Feldman, Mike is present. Thank you guys. Anything to close on? We got to wrap this up. Mike's got a plane to catch and kill some grandmas.
Nah, just thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, nothing much to say. I'm glad to see you guys. Like, love to talk, off camera again soon and exchange some golf tips once I learn a little better.
Dude, next time,
For sure.
time you come to New York, we got to play golf. I'll feel more comfortable if there's somebody's worse than me. So you're more than welcome to play. All right, boys, take it easy.
Be safe.
See you guys.